Hello everybody, how are you doing today? Wow, I'll tell you something, this is a little bit different from what I normally do, and yes, I'm in creative, and you'll see why in a minute. And we have some odd, oh, that's interesting music. We have some odd inventory here, so let me get on my helmet. Ooh, creative mode duplicates helmets, okay. And we're going to take a tour of my initial base. So this is it. This is actually, I think, like the third or fourth incarnation of my of the castle I built. It started out over here in the water. I have since filled it in. You can see remnants of it down here. I'll take you down there. And there's a surprise over there that I'll show you. But why don't we go ahead and head inside. I was terrified of this game, getting killed by creepers and whatnot, so building a wall like this was my only recourse. And unfortunately I got stuck in a snow biome and a swamp biome right next to each other. I still have some chickies and cows. We'll go ahead and get this. This is one of the first times that I've ever played Minecraft, and I figured my cows needed some artwork. So I gave them this wonderful picture of the forest because, well, I went out and I got them out of the woods. And, well, creative mode gets you. This is my shed right here. It's where I kept all my farming stuff. Like leaves and wheat and everything like that. Not much really to see here. In a later version, this is an older save, I had one of my vertical farms over here, and it took care of a lot of stuff. It was pretty awesome. In here we have people still are irritated about my pressure plates on doors. I don't know why. I love them. We have a multi-floor tower. And again, this is me during my initial build phases, so not much really going on. You get a pretty good look at my tree farm that I had started. And the various here, let me go ahead and turn down that sound a bit. Turn it down to 1%. There we go. Ooh. And I had several towers where if I found something, I would put it up, put up a tower with some torches on it. Over there's the very first time I died in the world. I pillared up when I looked at an Enderman, not knowing what was going on. And it started chasing me, and I freaked out and pillared up. It took one of the bottom blocks, but I got shot off by a skeleton and I died right on the shore. This is the external part of the tower. As you can see, pretty straightforward walkway. And go over here and get a better look at the territory around here. Pretty nice. It goes all the way around. And we'll go look at that city in a little bit. Let me just go ahead and take a jump off here. I'm really glad that this has survived the transition to the current version. 1.7 I think it is. So we hear water, and that's from a fountain upstairs. Let's go on. We'll go the outer ways here, so that's fine. In here, this is my armor station. There's a station for everything. This goes down to the basement. We'll go down that way. This actually takes us up through one of the towers. Whoop. I need shift, not space. There we go. And takes us right up to the third floor that castle. Not shabby, not too shabby at all. This takes us right on top into what would be the top guard station. And we'd have a keep up here. Nothing super, super awesome. Let's head on back down to the first floor. And then right through here takes us through the grand entryway, and Wolf is still here. This is before name tags. And very sparse resources. I was getting low towards the end, and I was moving over to the city. Here's my stuff. We got my diamonds and redstone and iron that I had saved. This out here will take you to a stairway that goes upstairs. We'll look at that in a little bit. There's some extra storage out here. And then over here is axes, bows, arrows, swords, gunpowder. This is my weapons station. So we'll go in here. This is the kitchen. Welcome to the kitchen. This is where we have all our smelting going on, of course. All of our food items, mainly ingredients, went here. Completed foods went here. So I made quite a few cakes and a lot of bread. One of our dogs is hurt. This is the kitchen sink where you fill your buckets. See here, there's nothing in the furnaces. And then this is my pride and joy. Since it was all made out of stone, putting netherrack fireplace down really worked. What I did is I put the netherrack on the floor level, and then the slabs took care of hiding the netherrack, so it looked like it's a roaring fire, and all the particle effects go up in the chimney. And then here we are back in here. Oh, poor puppy. I don't have any meat. I'll just grab some pork chop and give it to him. There we go. So why don't we go ahead and head upstairs to the second floor. Here we are. It's just a hallway. This goes up to the third. You saw it from across the way. Still working on my building skills. And just let me look out over the water there before I put the wall up. Out here is my first garden. So I've got 2 fountains, I've got some trees and flowers, a nice gravel path. And I tried to make the chimney from downstairs go all the way up. Pretty nice. Here's the bedroom. The mossy stone that I had, mossy cobblestone that I had found. And this is where we have the wool and paintings and torches. Over here, I forget what was in here. All the dyes. But pretty much a double bed for sleeping and another fireplace. So 3 total fireplaces. Not too shabby for a beginning abode. So let's head on down. We gotta go back around here. And here we go. This is down to the basement. This is where my original base had started. Down here underwater. I put up my own redstone sugarcane farm that subsequently broke. But if you come down here, this is where I had the glass that let me look up into the water and stuff like that. I used to come up here and check on creeper activity and zombie activity a lot. A lot of stone hose for the cobble gen. It's a standard one. Then over here we have an obsidian generator. Put redstone down along here, and then lava there, and then go tss, 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 and then make ourselves some obsidian. Not too shabby. Back here, this is our roadway. And let me go in and music and sounds. Let's see here. Note blocks, ambient environment. Let's drop that down to 15. Jukebox note block down. And put master volume at 35. This can get kind of loud. Hostile creatures are fine. Yep. And friendly creatures, we'll put that at 1. There we go. Wow. So here we go. We're going to hit the first power. And alrighty. This led to my first away from home mine. It goes through a ravine that I was terrified to go down into. It is in a desert biome, as you can see by all the sandstone. We go through a river biome and stuff like that too. Here we go. I had the spacing of these things a little bit too far apart. Here we are. Let's let it go all the way to the end. Dismount. Now, this actually is at 0, 0. I found 0, 0, and then I dug down as far as I dared. And I got scared, pretty much. I think I found... Yep, this is where a dungeon was. And I raided the dungeon. I could have turned it into a spawner, a mob farm, but I declined to do so. I did not know you could do that in-game at the time, and I have since learned quite a bit, thanks to the likes of Isuma and Biffa and Generic B and several other people along those lines. I'm just going to fly and zip and see where this takes us. My first mines, there they go. They just showed up on the map. Well, they're not my first mines, but they are the first branch mining I did away from my main base. So let's just zip on back. A lot of the reason why I did this was to search for lava, because I was building an obsidian tower and did not know about obsidian generators at the time. And we'll just go back up here. How do I... yeah, I gotta go up here. Oh boy, this is bringing back some memories. Spent a lot of time here before I even knew you could do stuff on YouTube. Let's go down here, and we'll just fly back here. But I wanted to see what was in this stuff. Smeltery for iron, and then a stone pickaxe, some torches, and some gravel. I always carried gravel around with me because it's the best way to clear a dungeon if you don't know what you're doing, or if you don't want to get down and fight the guys. I think there was another dungeon over here somewhere I had found. I think this was it. Filled it with gravel and then killed the mobs and stole the stuff and kept on going. Anyway, not much to see here. Once you've seen a mine, you've seen them all. Oh, this is much more quiet. There is only one village I had ever found in this game. And here's a better look at the ravine. And that's quite a ways away. Now, this was a cave that I had run into that I didn't know connected. Alright. We'll come back here and put this back up in there. Now, you've seen pretty much, well, there's more here. Just a little bit. I did have a mine system going down. And I think it's over here. Yeah, it's over here. Up here, by the way, takes us under the lake to the tower that you saw. We'll go there in a minute. But this is my very first mine. I stopped here because I got freaked out. There were mobs and zombies and stuff, and this squishy, splashy thing that I didn't know what it was, so I stopped going this way. And I even got so far as to leave the that charcoal there, that coal, and did a whole bunch of stuff. There's actually a series of abandoned mines underneath here, and that's what freaked me out, because I had never seen it before. So we go across here. We're underwater, of course, and this is the second mine that really went down, and it went down a bit farther, and here's the caves. Of course, I never really explored them much because I, of course, got freaked out. But I did come in. I put in some torches here and there before I boarded it up and went back. Okay, back up here. And then we go up these stairs, quote unquote. There was a lava pool here that I turned into cobble, and I stole the obsidian when I did that there as well. And somewhere around here, I think there's a way down even further, even more than that. I don't remember exactly where it is. Might be down over here. Nope. Well, as you can see, I did do some exploratory digging, but I didn't go too far. And here we are back at the tunnel. This is a new feature. It's actually the railway back there, just continuing from down there. Nothing super huge. We go up here, and I put this in for this door here that takes us out on the walkway. There's a nice bridge over here, and you can see the bedroom to the castle. Is this gonna load up? Let's take a look at that video. Yep, maximum distance. It's not loading yet, so we'll just go inside. We'll go over and look that way in a minute. Come on, fly up. There we go. I put in these vines so that I could easily jump down from the top of this tower and go down there. And I put all this water up on top because I thought that Endermen and stuff could spawn up on top of the glass. I learned later that that was incorrect, but it had always been my goal to destroy the tower and reuse the cobble and everything at one point. As you can see, these things work pretty well. Alright, so that's pretty much the end of this part. We'll go over here. Aha! This is about in the order I created them. We'll hit the tree farm first. I discovered that there was a jungle biome over there, and I got some saplings, and I decided it would be wonderful to build a tree farm. So here we are. That's probably one of the shortest jungle trees that I have ever seen, but I ran out of saplings, I believe. Going through and making these trees over and over and getting all the wood really helped a lot for over there, and for some of the stuff over here. But we'll keep on going over this way now.